Sometimes you want to transfer the thermal energy of a substance without transferring the substance itself. That's when heat exchangers come into play. There are two kinds of these. Direct heat exchangers, where you connect something here and connect something here and then it exchanges thermal energy. Same here in the smaller form. And flow heat exchangers, where something is piped in and piped out on both sides and then it exchanges heat. And of both of these types, we have small ones and big ones. And of all of these, we have the variation liquid-liquid, liquid-gas, and gas-gas. So we have this heat exchanger, and then down here we have this one and that one. That's all of them. Let's see how they work. First, some fundamentals. Here I have a pipe where I put in a tiny amount of gas at a super high temperature. We can see that it is getting colder because it's radiating away into this vacuum here. Which, by the way, doesn't work on a planet with a hot atmosphere out there, because if you evacuate a room, the temperature, so to speak, when it comes to radiation, of that room will just be taken from the world, so you cannot cheat on Venus to cool your station. Now, if I do the same to an insulated pipe, then you can see it doesn't lose temperature, it's just constant. But what if we pipe that stuff through this guy? Will this not radiate away to the environment? First of all, I put some hot gas into this insulated pipe here. Temperature is not falling, that's promising. And up here, there's nothing, because indeed it doesn't connect the gases or the substance, it connects just the thermal energy. Now both of them are filled with the same tiny amount of gas, high temperature. Here we measure nothing. And by the way, here we can see heat exchange Na. Nothing is being exchanged. This guy also has a display, so to speak, like that. It's not yet connected, so no wonder it isn't showing anything. Here, this one also has one, but funny enough, this one doesn't. So we can conclude something that is basically gamified and useful for us. These things which exchange heat, they do not exchange heat with the environment, but only with the pipes. I know I only tested this with this one guy now, but I mean the assumption is safe that they did this with all of these. So let's exchange some thermal energy. Here we have 0 degrees Celsius O2 at 227 kilopascals, and here we have 8 megapascals at 10,000 Kelvin. Okay, maybe I should have chosen different temperatures, but these are the same I chose before with this little experiment I did there. And it's even the same amount of gas, so you can see here how much that does. These 227 kilopascals, when they're hot enough, have this pressure. So let's connect this. Oh, already done? That was fast. Maybe I should use higher pressure so there's more volume. Now I have 100 times that amount of gas in here, not 1 mole, but 100. That's why I had to reduce the temperature quite something. This is already moan temperature, but there's no gas here, so we don't hear the pipe screaming. And here we have 100 moles at 0 degrees. So this takes some time. Enough. Let's look at the large one. That's what she said. So the large direct heat exchanger, again, 100 moles, 400 degrees, 100 moles, 0 degrees. What happens now? Okay, it is already equalized. The other one was still ticking away happily, and then eventually, much later, I thought, oh, let's look at this exchange rate. So the large direct heat exchanger is just fucking fast. I think that's the proper way of to describe this. This should be a Wikipedia article. The flow heat exchanger setup is a bit more tricky. Actually, I don't know if this makes a difference if I flip this pump the other way and this one also. Theoretically, yes, because the volume pump can reach into the volume that it has at hand. And that's not this pipe, but the entire thing. As you know, in Stationeers, a cable is not flowing electricity from here to there, but it's just one thing, one container, so to speak, for electricity. The same for gas pipes. That's why we have these inline pipes, these inline tanks. You can put an inline tank in here. It will still be the same pipe network, and the pipe network counts as one container. So this thing should be able to reach into this entire container and pump. If I would flip this around, this would be the entire container to reach into, and this would probably be slower. Anyway, so here we have 2, 4, 6, 8 pipes. I mean, okay, no, it's let's say pieces. And here we have much more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But even if I would set this up differently, we would still have an odd amount, and here we have an even amount. So direct comparison won't fly. But anyway, oopsie. Oh wait, I done goofed. This is input and this is output 2. I got my wires crossed, literally. Input, output, output 2, input 2. Oh, still crossed? Damn it. Oh, man, okay. Should I scrap this entire video? Nope. Lazy bum exception. God damn it. Okay, now I triple check this stuff. Let's compare, and this is actually a good thing. Now we have the same amount of pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is not a pipe, I know, but 11 segments. On the other side we have the same, obviously visible. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 underneath there, and 11. It's a curve here. So same amount of pipes in all cases. Now here we have the input 1, and here we have the output 1. And the input gets the volume from the volume pump that is set to maximum. And here we have the output 2. Has the volume, then we have the volume pump set to 10, goes to input 2. Here we have input gets maximum of the volume pump from this volume coming from output. And then here we have input 2 getting the full volume with a full volume pump setting from output 2. So I added some gas to this, only to this pipe. Not to this pipe yet, here, and 3000 degrees Celsius, 100 moles, and here in this pipe, there's a different network, so 3785, this is 3781. We can also see gas because that flowed through, I would assume. I don't know how exactly. I guess it can also flow backwards. But I mean, that's what I did. I just added some gas to this pipe, not to the other one. And there's gas in there. Yep. The same pressure. Now let's add some gas here. Okay. I'm not even pumping yet. This would be 100 moles at 0 degrees. And I guess just the normal gas activity already had this effect. I mean, the pumps are both off, that there would be flow in effect. And they are now exchanged, basically just as fast as this dude there. I turned both pumps on, now we'll add the gas. Interesting. The pressure in here, okay, you can see that I recorded too late, is decreasing. Here we have 14 megapascals, here we have 13 megapascals. So the fact that the pump is now active has an effect on the pressure situation, because I guess here we have different simulation steps from segment to segment. That's why here we have a little bit of overpressure in relation. Now let's add some gas here. And it's increasing temperature. I guess the pumps don't really make any difference here. turn now onto the counterflow heat exchanger. There's nothing in this pipe, even though I just put something in this pipe. So this guy seems to be like open on the inside or whatever. And it doesn't have this little display thing, which gives me the feeling that maybe it's not something that they want to keep around. I don't know. So here we have 3000 degrees. I will now add the other gas here in the other pipe. Drei, acht, fünf, sechs. There, 100 moles at 0 degrees Celsius. And it's still there, that still has the same heat. So what if I start pumping? Okay, the pressure changes because of, you know, some kind of, it's a bit pushy in here, I guess. Can we measure this? Yeah, here we have 4 megapascals and here we have 2 megapascals. So it's just some kind of simulation latency thing. The pump is pushing here, so that's a bit squeezed, and then over here it's a bit expanded. But we have no thermal energy exchange because this is not yet flowing. So what if we send this flowing? Temperature is decreasing. Very quickly so. Temperature here is increasing logically. I have to use this thing to cool my station. On Europa, I pump some air from out there with an active vent. Here's the active vent, suck it in, pump it through, and then there's a passive vent on the other side. On the inside of the station, I have the same, and I turn both active vents on whenever the station's a bit too hot. Why is this thing even called a counterflow heat exchanger? Well, because the flow is opposite, and now I want to find out proper what happens. So here we have one solid pipe body, is all the same pipe network, with 5000 degrees. I think there was 1000 moles. Yep, 1000 moles. Same here at 0 degrees, 1000 moles. And that's a capacity of 1050 liters. 1050 liters goes in here into the input of the gas counterflow heat exchanger and would come out here, output into this 1050 capacity network. And here we have the input for the other side, input 2, gas, yep. And that comes out here, and here we also have exactly 1050. Evacuated. So what happens if we turn the flow on? Now we have some stuff here. Here we have also some stuff, but nothing's happening. If you turn this on, what happens then? Now the temperature here is dropping, but it didn't before I had turned on the flow. So flow was taking place, but it wasn't exchanging anything. Here we can see the throughput. It's kind of equal. It's not exactly the same. Heat exchange of 500,000 joules. Well, no wonder with gas that hot. Gas here still has 5000 degrees. And here we get 2400 or something. Now, what about the other gas? Here, the oxygen is heating up to 3700. The oxygen, I mean the cold stuff. That's why I color-coded this. Almost nothing remaining. Still 13 megapascals remaining. No wonder this is so much, volume-wise. So that's cooling down quite radically with that little oxygen that we're still pumping through there. Interesting that the throughput is decreasing, even though there's still so much on this side. Which I find a bit irritating. I mean, you remember at the beginning, we had no gas in there, only in here, and the flow was off. The flow here was on, so gas was going in there, and for whatever reason, gas arrived here also. If gas can arrive only in the amount that is only also being pushed in the opposite direction, then why did something arrive here in the beginning? I don't know. Anyway, lots of thermal energy is being taken away there, and lots is being added here. I can actually not tell you what the takeaway is. In principle, the idea would be the gas comes in here, is cold, and comes out hot. And the gas on this side will then be touched also by the hot gas, but you know, it's the opposite direction. So they basically swap their heat to some degree at least. And that's what they try to implement here. And that's what I try to use here. And made a boring video about. Yeah, maybe we learned something or maybe not. See ya.